your mind maybe a little bit freer than the last few years coming in. What changes? How different are you as far as a goalie? Maybe when you have that security coming into camp.
I just think building off of the experience and confidence, and just trying to build off of that. That's all you can do, and you still got to come in and prove it every day.
Any hopes or expectations for this season?
No, just like I said, just trying to prove it every day, and just get better from there.
Did you do anything different training-wise this summer? I don't know if you saw Monty doing the anti-gravity stuff or whatever. Did you do anything weird?
No. He did some goalie stuff.
It was like an anti-gravity machine spinning around, and I don't know.
Oh no, that's not for me. But yeah, no, just as normal. It's never great when you have a long summer, but when you do get the opportunity, you want to take advantage of it. So really happy with my summer.
How do you think you improved most last season?
I just think confidence-wise, but also using my size to my advantage. I tried to do that growing up, and maybe got away from it a little bit. Started shrinking a little too early and biting on some things. So just trying to get back to using my size to my advantage.
Heading into the last year of your contract, does that weigh on the back of your mind at all, or think about that?
No, I mean it's just you got to go to the rink and do your job, get your job done. Just work every day.
There's a lot of young defensemen coming in. What are your impressions of the new guys coming in? It's already a young core, but then new guys coming in. What are your impressions of it?
Yeah, I mean it's awesome. There's so much talent. I mean even today, Lane that saucer pass, I wanted him to make it so that way he would succeed, but I didn't because I didn't want the breakaway. But yeah, that was an incredible pass. He's doing stuff like that in like a camp scrimmage. So really excited for not only him but everyone, and yeah, it's a really exciting time for our group and the back end.
Big part of your job is
on video and really getting back to loving the game again. I think it was good to take a couple weeks off, and then you realize how much you really miss it, and focusing on that part. But yeah, there was a lot of things that I wanted to work on closely, and obviously a lot of help with our skills coach Adam Nicholas too. Yeah.
Do you see this season like a redemption year, maybe?
Yeah, I think so. I think no matter good or bad year you have, you always want to improve. So that's certainly looking forward to starting off fresh and dialing in on new things, and just starting from the start of training camp to be consistent and be good.
What makes you feel that you can come back stronger this year?
Just having the belief in yourself. Obviously I've been in this league long enough to realize that I'm a good player, and the things that I bring to the game is obviously huge, and if I can be an impact player on this team, it's only going to help us in many ways.
Do you feel that you turned the page on last year?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I think coming into this year, a lot more smiles, and like you said, it's a fresh start. And obviously we got a lot of good things going on here with the group that we have. So coming in here with full confidence and a lot of belief in myself.
How stronger are you as a person?
Yeah, definitely. I think once you go through difficult times like that, you kind of look back on and realize how you can fix those things, and certainly going into this year, there's other things I got to be focused on, and obviously looking at a lot more video. I think I got away from that a little bit last year, and then I think the frustration just carried on itself, and yeah, so there's things to look on for sure.
Can you describe a little bit how much Marty was present for you in your difficult moment, and how much he helps you?
Yeah, he was on my side all year long. I got a lot of respect for Marty. Obviously, he's playing the league a long time, and you know, for him to, you know, pull me aside multiple times and be on my side was truly incredible. And you know, it's things like that you know, you respect from a coach, and that's why you just want to give it your all. You know, every time he gives you that opportunity, he just wants to see you work, and you know, that's what I'm going to try to do.
Anything in particular during the summer that helped you, you know, forget everything and turn the page? And as far as taking time off, I believe you got married, correct?
Yeah. Had a good summer, got married, so that was obviously very positive. No, but I think about you know, sticking around here too, and skiing a lot more, being at the facility a lot more. You know, like I said, just enjoying coming to the rink, having fun, and taking you know, a step in the right direction for sure.
There's a lot of continuity inside the group. There wasn't any major changes except for maybe Patrick coming and Patrick Laine. Just the management was talking about how maybe that was a point of emphasis. They don't want to change too much. Also, how does that help as far as the build-up and what Marty wants to teach you guys and keeping going forward in that rebuild?
Yeah, for sure. You know, I think we've built something over here in the last couple of years. I think what comes to mind is, you know, that culture. You know, guys that have been here that might be younger, that have played for 2 or 3 years, that are going to take huge strides. It's going to improve our team a lot, and then obviously adding Patty. You know, 30, 40 goal scorers are not easy to find in this league, so you know, he's going to be a tremendous help to our team, and you know, you can just see the size of him. He kind of reminds me of Slav a little bit, how big he is, and obviously his release is elite. So you know, we're excited to have him, and like I said, we got a good thing going here, and obviously it's time to take that next step forward. And I think you know, we have a lot of belief in our group. So yeah, we're all excited that the training camp's probably here and get going.
Josh, we talked about this one.
Gallagher.
That time comes, there's, you know, you're trying to take advantage of every day. So at the same time, you're trying to personally feel good, get your legs under you. You're trying to work on chemistry, talk about some things in little situations where, you know, when you hit the ground running game one, it comes fast. So it's something that we like for sure.
The last few years, Marty, every year it seems like 2 years ago he was saying the group, we were like babies. And last year it was like young child. This year it sounds like teens maybe. But in his teaching, how much further do you feel he is as far as when he wants the group to learn and bring on the ice?
Yeah, I mean, you could tell our group, you could tell we've been together for a while. Guys understand things quicker. Guys are picking stuff up, even in games in here. You know, you can see guys are playing the systems and in the right spots, which you don't always get in training camp. So you can see we've progressed. You know, this is a big year for us. I think personally, we feel like we're in a position to compete. But being able to say that is one thing. Going out there and doing it, there's going to be more learning curves. But it's about progressing. We need to be better than we were last year, obviously. So it's about moving forward. And, we're confident, but that only goes so far. So hopefully we can show that game one.
And how much does the continuity inside the group helps? There wasn't any major changes except maybe Patrick Laine coming.
Yeah, no, it helps. It definitely helps. You know, like I said, there's less of a learning curve. You're more comfortable. You understand things. We progress within our structure, within our system, within our culture. Everything that we're trying to build and work towards is a year further. So it definitely helps.
Can it be tough though? Like you might have some young guys also coming in, but because you're going to steal, take somebody else's chair. Just if a veteran has to go, like I'm thinking last year when Armia at the end of the camp was sent down, in a situation like that. I know it's speculation, but I mean, where I want to go is like we always hear that this is a tight group and culture is great in the locker room. Can that have any kind of like when you see a veteran go or? I know it's speculation.
You know what? That's just part of the business we're in. I mean, your job is on the line every single day. You could be sent down. You could be traded. You could be asked to go across the country. It's part of the business. But to be honest, it's not something you think about. I think we have a job to do. It's just, you know, part of being a professional athlete at any level. You have to understand that that's part of it. Earn your chair. show to the management, the people making those decisions that you're going to help the team and have confidence in yourself. And at the end of the day, it's something that we don't really think about too much.
So your speech.
De jouer le plus haut possible dans le line-up. Qu'est-ce que Joshua Roy doit faire pour avoir la plus haute chaise possible dans cet alignement?
Je pense que c'est juste de se présenter à chaque jour. Chaque petite présence sur la glace, chaque pratique, chaque training, tout compte, tout est évalué. Fait que je pense que c'est juste d'être présent à chaque jour.
J'en ai un petit peu plate, mais la deuxième année, c'est quoi la deuxième année? Est-ce que tu penses à ça? Est-ce que qu'est-ce que tu penses de ça, la fameuse deuxième année?
Ben écoute, première, deuxième, troisième année, je pense que je viens ici pour faire l'équipe, pour me tailler un poste dans l'équipe. Puis je pense que c'est la mentalité que j'ai, puis c'est la mentalité que j'ai à chaque jour quand je me présente ici. Puis même quand je suis chez nous, je fais les petits détails, je me couche tôt, l'hydratation, l'alimentation. Je pense que tout compte, puis c'est vraiment d'être intense à chaque jour.
Tu as joué un petit peu avec Josh Anderson l'année passée, je ne sais pas combien de minutes. Tu avais joué aussi avec Christian Dvorak, je pense. Je n'ai pas le décompte des minutes, mais tu es replacé dans une chaise avec deux vétérans avec qui tu as joué l'année passée. Est-ce que ça t'aide? Est-ce qu'il y a là un vote de confiance aussi?
Oui, c'est sûr que c'est un vote de confiance. Je pense, comme j'ai dit plus tôt, Martin me fait beaucoup confiance. Puis je pense que c'est à moi de faire ma place puis de prouver que je suis capable de jouer avec des joueurs comme ça. Puis les deux ils ont beaucoup d'expérience, deux vétérans, puis ils savent quoi faire sur la glace. Fait que c'est juste de prendre exemple sur eux.
Merci.
Quand tu parlais des petits détails, tu dis je me couche tôt, l'alimentation, tout ça, c'est des choses que tu as améliorées dans la dernière année chez les pros ou c'est quelque chose que tu as généralement toujours fait, même junior, tout ça?
Ben, je pense que ça vient avec la job de joueur de hockey. Il faut tout le temps que tu sois sharp, peu importe quel jour, day off, day à pratique. Je pense qu'il faut tout le temps être hockey mindset, puis je pense que ça fait juste partie de notre job. Là.
Merci. I was just the budget guy.
Who had the best wedding this year, this summer?
Might be mine. That was pretty fun. They were all pretty fun. Everyone seems happy coming back here too, so everything's going well.
Looked a little ragged in some of those photos.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
As the night progressed?
No, none of that. Just training, getting ready.
How do you view kind of the depth on this team? I mean, you look at your line and Christian's line, and they look like you can really get an advantage with those two lines against other teams' bottom two lines. I mean, how do you feel that's going to play out?
Yeah, I think it's great to have a great option. Obviously, it's a tough sport, and there's obviously injuries too. So just having that depth is a great thing. And then, if we're all healthy, it's one of those things where you can just keep rolling four lines and keep pressuring other teams and not letting up. And I think it's just a great option to have.
Look at Armia today and just kind of understand why he went in the first round. Right? It's
Yeah.
like he just does such unique things. Like, what's it like playing with a guy like that when he looks like he did today?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Big guy, a ton of skill. I've always loved playing with him, and he just seems like he's having a lot of fun here too. So hopefully we can keep things going. I feel like it's going pretty well so far, and yeah, he's a great player and a great person to have on your line.
Do you think it's too early to ask you a question about last year of your contract?
Yeah, probably, yeah. No, there hasn't been too much thought into that. Just help this team win, have some fun with it, and then see where everything goes.
This is year 3 of Marty coming, trying to build something with this group. Just how different is what he's teaching now to you guys during the camp? Or I don't know, you're doing scrimmage mostly, but I'm guessing you're doing video too. When you compare to last year and 2 years ago, how much further does he seem in this when he wants you guys to do?
Yeah, it's. I think it's great. We've had pretty much the same team as last year. Everyone's taking steps. Everyone kind of knows what they're doing, and we're just evolving our game and hopefully taking that next step. So it's great having similar group the past 3 years, especially with Marty and the coaching staff, and we're just going to keep building on what we've already learned already.
Is that more? You mean it's more detail oriented? What's
Yeah.
different about what he's?
Yeah, I would say it's just we've covered our bases on certain things, but now it's diving into certain things and seeing what's been working, what hasn't been working, and just going from there.
Management said that they want to be in the mix. I think it's for you guys it's playoff, probably as a player. But do you expect to see different Marty this year because of the expectation?
Yeah, you know what? I think we need to be more accountable and obviously how we're playing, but we need to start seeing some results in the standings, and we owe it to the fans here to start playing some meaningful hockey by March and April, and there's a lot of belief in this room that we can do that. So it starts with us, and I'm sure Marty will be the same way, but we're going to be more accountable with getting those results.
Do you like the first days of Brendan?
Meh, he's all right.
Not really?
He's all right. No, it's been fun. I hate to say it, but I do like playing with him, and I love playing with him in Army together. It's pretty straightforward hockey, and I think we're all pretty straightforward players, and we have a little bit of skill, but we just read off each other well, and things are going well so far. Just don't tell him that, please.
Oh, he's busy now.
Yeah.
As veterans coming into the camp with so many young guys coming up, is there, I don't know if pressure's the right word, but how do you approach that when you have young guys sort of chasing after the spots you guys have, like you guys were when you were younger?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's the same every year. There's always guys trying to, take your chair, and it's just showing what you got, showing that you've been there before, showing that experience, and working hard and having fun with it.
Can that affect a little bit? Like if this is a big if, and I don't know if you don't deal with ifs sometimes, but if a veteran loses a spot to a young kid coming in, we hear that the group is so tight, and can that upset some people, or how do you manage it internally as a team?
Yeah, I think that's just pro hockey. You just have to accept it, and obviously you welcome the new guy, and you feel for the other guy that's lost his spot, but that's just pro hockey, and you just have to deal with it.
You're joking about Gallagher there, but I know you guys are buddies. I mean, you show up the golf tournament together. How much does that help, though, when you guys are buddies away from the ice?
It's good. Just communicating. Even today on the ride in, we were just chatting about the game yesterday, and hopefully we can stick together and build something and build that chemistry even more.
Do you guys usually carpool, or?
He just loves to drive, and I'm gas is expensive nowadays, so that's fine with me.
AJ,
Adrien.
C'est quoi ton approche avec Josh Anderson, avec la saison qui a été difficile, lui-même il l'a reconnu, puis là, de le voir arriver au camp? Tu as un bon talk avec lui, est-ce que tu lui laisses aller?
Oui, on s'est parlé à la fin de la saison, on s'est parlé au milieu d'été, tu sais, puis il faut que tu tournes la page, tu sais, puis il faut des discussions, ça part tout avec la vérité, tu sais, puis des choses qu'il faut améliorer pour l'aider, mais il faut que tu tournes la page. Fait qu'on parle, on a parlé, on a réfléchi sur sa saison, puis on a parlé, tu sais, de qu'est-ce qui peut l'aider pour pas que ça l'arrive l'année prochaine.
Je suis pas sûre. Qu'est-ce qui peut l'aider justement pour
C'est des discussions personnelles, ça. C'est pas quelque chose que j'aime partager, quelque chose que je parle avec mes joueurs. C'est pas juste une affaire. C'est sûr, mentalement, il y a eu de la difficulté côté confiance parce que ça aurait été... S'il avait été un petit peu chanceux au début de la saison, ça l'aurait aidé sa saison beaucoup mentalement parce qu'il y a eu beaucoup de chances de marquer. La POC, elle rentrait pas. Puis là, à un moment donné, mais tu squeezes le bâton un petit peu. Fait que c'est d'apprendre un peu de ça, mais il faut que tu tournes la page. Puis j'aime son énergie, son coup de patin. Il est arrivé en shape. Fait que c'est encourageant.
Martin, Anthony, Catherine et Arthur.
Il l'avait fait pendant le camp des recrues. Je parle de Luke Dock. Puis il nous avait dit moi, je veux être un joueur physique dans la Ligue nationale. C'est ça que je veux être, puis c'est ça que je vais travailler. Là, depuis 2 jours, il ne se gêne pas pour aller dans le coin, frapper des vétérans aussi. Est-ce que, Martin, t'aimes ça avoir des joueurs dont l'identité est claire, exemple comme lui?
Oui. Je pense que pour un jeune joueur, vraiment savoir c'est quoi que t'es. Puis bien souvent, il y a des joueurs qui aimeraient ça être quelque chose d'autre. Puis, puis moi, ma propre expérience, tu rentres dans un camp d'entraînement, puis tu regardes les vétérans, tout ça, puis tu peux voir, ouais, OK, lui est meilleur que moi à ça, lui est meilleur que moi à ça. Qu'est-ce qu'ils ont besoin, genre? Comment que je peux ajuster ma game un peu parce qu'ils ont besoin de ça. Puis je pense que ce côté physique-là de TOC, je pense que c'est quelque chose qu'on pourrait rajouter à notre équipe.
Je vais te parler un petit peu de Barry Boulet parce que quand on lui a parlé un petit peu, je pense qu'il sait que tu peux comprendre ce que lui a vécu. Tu arrives dans une bonne organisation, il n'y a pas nécessairement de place pour toi, tu te promènes en haut, en bas, puis à un moment donné, il y a quelqu'un d'autre qui te donne une chance. C'est important d'oublier ce qui s'est passé dans l'autre organisation quand vous l'amenez chez vous, Barry Boulet, d'avoir un regard différent. Puis qu'est-ce que vous voyez en lui? C'est quand même un gars qui a un contrat à un sens aussi.
Oui, non, mais c'est sûr, c'est un nouveau départ pour lui. Puis là, il faut qu'il convainque cette organisation ici là, qu'il a sa place ici. Moi, écoute, c'est un joueur très intelligent. Fait que je le connaissais pas beaucoup. Je sais, on a joué contre un petit peu l'année passée. Mais là, de le voir, là, 3 jours en ligne, tout ça, puis tu remarques qu'est-ce qu'il fait sur la glace. C'est pas juste qu'est-ce qu'il fait, comment qu'il le fait. C'est un joueur très intelligent. C'est de forcer la note. C'est de rendre les choses compliquées pour l'organisation.
Merci. Anthony?
Bon, Martin. Justin Barron est quand même assez visible aujourd'hui. Qu'est-ce qui fait, selon toi, la différence entre un Justin Barron incontournable dans ton line-up et un Justin Barron que tu peux te permettre d'écarter?
Moi, c'est son engagement physique sur la glace, quand il se défend. On sait que JB, c'est un très bon patineur. Il a une bonne tête d'hockey, il voit la glace, il est capable d'exécuter des belles passes et tout. Mais c'est le restant de la game. Puis le restant de la game, il y a plus de répétitions de ça que des répétitions avec la rondelle. Si, mettons, JB joue 20 minutes, S'il y a la rondelle 1 minute, là, ça, c'est peut-être le maximum. Fait que tu as 19 minutes que tu n'as pas la rondelle. Fait que, tu sais, fait que t'es, comment engagé que tu es, puis que tu gagnes toutes tes batailles physiques, tu boxes-tu out, tu bloques-tu des shots. Il y a bien des choses qui rentrent en ligne de compte. Puis moi, moi, je trouve qu'il y a une belle amélioration là-dessus. Puis c'est continuer de rester. Là, si tu l'as amélioré, mais là, c'est de trouver la constance là-dedans. Puis moi, c'est ça qui est le but pour lui.
Il y a Cole Caulfield qui disait il y a une couple de jours que son objectif en tant que trio avec Slav Phoenix c'était d'être au sommet de la Ligue nationale cette année. Peux-tu revenir un peu sur la façon dont tu as vu ce trio-là grandir, puis sur ce qui manque à l'unité selon toi pour être bien installé au sommet de la Ligue nationale?
Je pense que c'est plus d'expérience ensemble. C'est quand même des jeunes joueurs. C'est un trio qui se complète bien. Tu sais, t'as Slav qui est gros, Suzy très intelligent sur la glace. Puis les trois sont intelligents. Ils se complètent bien, mais c'est trois différents joueurs. Tu sais. Puis Cole, c'est un bon lanceur. Puis Cole, il a beaucoup évolué sur sa game de 200 pieds. Fait que moi, qu'est-ce qui vont les aider à devenir au sommet, c'est plus d'expérience puis de la constance.
Arpin, Ace 2.
Looking at sort of the Christian's line and Jade's line.
Who's?
Evans and Dvorak.
Okay.
You look around your division and there's some big stars on the teams that you face regularly, right? Do you think having as much established veteran talent as you do on those two lines would allow you to what extent do you think you can win you games lower down the lineup? If you get what I mean?
I think it's important. I think every team's trying to get deep lineup because they know the depth helps winning games, and I feel like, I look out there watching these scrimmages, I feel it's the deeper that we've looked, and it's a sign of progression, and I think it should help us win more games, no doubt about it.
When you watch David Reinbacher, what do you see, and what, if anything, would you like to see more?
I don't know if there's anything to see more. Like, I think what I see is he's very calm, for a young kid, and and even if he makes a mistake, he's kind of comes back and he's not like doesn't turn that into 3-4 mistakes. He kind of corrects himself pretty quick, and hockey's a game of mistakes. You're going to make some, but that's okay. You move on. I like his first pass. I like the way he plays off the puck with his partner. He's very engaged. He understands what's happening on the ice, and what's happening on the ice, it's not necessarily where the puck is. So I feel like he sets himself up very good. So when he does touch it, he has a good first pass. He's already knew what he was going to do next. So to have a good first pass, you need to really gather information all the time. And even if you don't get the puck, because you might think you're going to get it, but you might not. But are you ready if you do get it? And what do you do if you don't get it? So to me, it's just he processes the game really well. And for a young guy at that position, I don't think it's the norm.
Last question.
Marty, for a guy like going back, and I guess Justin Barron, also guys that are like knocking on the door to get in at this level, what's the best advice you have for him going into a camp like this?
Just keep pushing. Control what you can. Keep pushing. I've been in those shoes, and you get to camp, and you try to see like, well, how is this guy doing well? Is this guy doing well? You worry about everybody around you, and I think if you can really focus on yourself and not get lost with what's happening around you, I think that's my biggest advice. And I think you take the pressure off. I mean, if you compare yourself to everybody, I think you end up hurting yourself more. Just focus on yourself and keep pushing.
What do you remember about the first training camp you came out of as a player when they said you made the team?
I mean, that was I couldn't believe it. You know, I was in Calgary, my first camp in Calgary. I made the team out of camp. I didn't stay there all year, but it was pretty special. You know, I'm just not just for me, but for my family. So, yeah, no, it's an exciting day for any young players when they make, and it doesn't guarantee anything else, but you just make the team out of camp, and it guaranteed that you reach your dream, you know, to play in the NHL, and which is awesome. But it's how do you do enough the next day and the next day to actually like have a career? You know, it's two different things. Playing in the NHL and having a career is two different things, and it's easier to make the NHL than to have a career.
Who were the blame for? The coach or GM?
I think it was the coach. Brian Sutter. Yeah.
That must be cool for you as a coach now when you get to tell guys.
Oh yeah. No, you know what that means for them. But I tell them exactly what I just told you. You know, because it's what comes next is harder than what you just did now. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
C'était pas facile.